Turn on the Force.
Hello there! I'm Jedi Joy.
I'm Jedi Jill.
And welcome back to our channel.
And today we've got a special review for you. It's the Hasbro exclusive Force Spirits. It's from the Black Series, Return of the Jedi 40th Anniversary.
But before we do, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons below and turn on notifications.
Yeah.
Because we do have some announcements that we're going to be making in the near future. Maybe 2-3 months. So you want to make sure you catch those videos when they come out. We are going to be doing a giveaway at 1,000 subs. Once we reach 1,000 subs, we're going to give away an action figure free.
Here we go! Okay, here we have the 40th Anniversary Return of the Jedi Force Spirits. It features in the box Anakin Skywalker, Yoda, Obi-Wan Kenobi. And this is a Hasbro exclusive. So the only place you can get it is at Hasbro. You see the picture on the front of the 3 ghosts and the Kenner marking. We go to the side. It's got the picture of the ghosts, the spirits again. Same thing, Star Wars, Return of the Jedi. And if we go to the back, we've got that same kind of picture scene and Star Wars Return of the Jedi and Star Wars Black Series logo. And we have a write-up about what's in the box, or about the characters or figures in the box. And the other side is pretty much the same thing as the first, or the other side. And then we get to the front of the box again, and we see the Force Spirits again. And I might want to add that once you open this initial big box, they're all on card back once you pull them out. But when we take them out of the box, we're going to take them out of the card backs too. And if you look on the top of the box, so you'll see a sneak peek of the figures coming out in the 40th anniversary. You'll see the Force Spirits, Anakin, Yoda, and Obi-Wan. They're on the starting from the left, and you keep going. It's Bib Fortuna, and we see the Emperor Palpatine, Wicket, Stormtrooper, and Chewbacca. And that's on the top there, the little sneak peek of figures coming out. Okay, so that is the Force Spirits box. Now we're going to do the unboxing next. And we are going to open it up and see what we have in here. I can hardly wait. We have been waiting for this to come, and we were pretty excited about this. These Force Spirits. Anakin Skywalker. Here's the second one. Yoda. And Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Force Spirit. They're all the Kenner style 40th Anniversary Return of the Jedi card backs. And now we're going to move on to the paint and articulation. Okay, look, here we have Yoda. He's out of the box. And he's just a little guy. He's just a little green man. But apparently, this is kind of cool. And these figures are all pretty much the same way. If you can see this, he has, it's like clear plastic, like for his legs, his arms, well, his hands. I don't think his arms. This robe does come off, but see his arms are kind of dark color there, like that. But these robes do come off, and he has a different color than Obi-Wan and Anakin. His is gold. And Anakin and Obi-Wan's has purple, and it's kind of mesh material. And the only thing I don't like about it is some of them, they kind of roll out here at the ends, like this, and it doesn't stay real well all the time. It kind of sticks out, but his seems to be staying pretty well. He's standing up pretty cool. Let's see. The range of motion actually is pretty good. But his arms, they do bend pretty well. Actually, they don't go out so well though. So his articulation and arm movement this way is pretty good. His hands, this one moves this way. It goes this way, up this way a little bit, and this one here goes. Yeah, it's not. Those aren't really very good, the joints in that, but there's no reason for them to be if you're going to be displaying them like they were as ghosts. And he bends, his leg bends way back. See that? Pretty cool. And it goes up, and this goes up. His feet, they go down a little bit and up and down a little bit. And they twist a little bit. And his waist, it turns pretty good, all the way around.
What about his head?
I'm getting to his head. And we got his little head here that doesn't move at all.
Yeah.
It's just in place. And that's okay. All right, and then we have his belt on here and his other little accessory here. And then we have his little wee cane that it comes with. And that's Yoda. Okay.
What about the paint?
With the paint. Well, the paint is kind of,
I would say it's the same all throughout all the figures.
it is.
It's got that glowy kind of.
Yeah. Translucent.
Yeah,
kinda.
right. Paint.
It serves the purpose that it needs to serve for the particular spirit. Yes, the spirit scene. Okay. Here we have Obi-Wan, and try to pull off his hood a little bit here. And so we lift out his arm, and his arm goes straight out, and he bends like this, and his hand goes wrist down like this. I mean, so it's pretty good. It's better than Yoda. And so same on the other side, I'm sure. Yep. Same. Okay, so let's open this up here and look at it. And you can see like that translucent kind of paint. You can kind of see through kind of some of that plastic. You could shine the light up here and make it look like they're spirits. And then you can see this. This is a real hard plastic, and it's actually a heavy figure. And he twists really good. No head movement, nothing. Feet, not much, and they twist like this. Both they twist like that. Now I'm pretty sure we're not going to get much out of the legs, the bend. Although, oh well, hey, not bad because it's a softer plastic compared to what it was on the old ones that they had, the old Obi-Wan Kenobi with this outfit on. You couldn't, this part of him was so hard you couldn't bend his legs. You couldn't get him to sit anywhere, and I imagine you could get him to sit, but I don't know, he's not bending at the waist real well. So that might be an issue there, But his legs really are pretty good. And I'm going to think that Anakin has the same kind of joint movement. And this, actually, his face sculpt, head sculpt is very good. I mean, I think the details on him is really close to the Obi-Wan Kenobi from the Spirit, Return of the Jedi. You can see that. And let me get the back of him. Hang on a second here. There. Yeah, his head looks like it would go back, but it does not. It doesn't, unless I'm missing something here. Ah, a little bit. It went back a little bit. Yeah, and down. It goes back and down a little bit. And then you can see the side of the other side of his head here. There. So it's pretty good head sculpt. And that's with him having that on there, okay, and the robe. Oh, we have the belt. on here that's all painted on. And they have a hook here for a lightsaber. Okay. Alright. That's it for that one. And here is Anakin Skywalker. The spirit of Anakin Skywalker. And you can see that he has that same soft plastic. See, it's real bendable. It's soft plastic, translucent kind of paint on here. Belt, not much details at all because of the ghost. And you can see he's got the almost like the see-through plastic with his legs. See, it's kind of cool. You can send light up through there and make them look like they're spirits. And then his head sculpt. His head, it moves about as good. Now he bends a little better, but not much, than Obi-Wan. He right there. He twists. So his movement there might be a little better right now. And they all come with these purple mesh hoods. Capes, hooded capes. Yes. So his head sculpted, and here we see his little smile. So his head sculpt's not too bad at all, actually. I'll turn it around here, get it the whole way around. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's not too bad of a head sculpt for Anakin. You can see a little bit of detail. There's a scar right above his eyebrow there, and a little bit. But they're supposed to be spirits, so not much by way of, details. Okay, that's it for the paint and articulation. And on to the posing next. Alright, here's Obi-Wan Kenobi, Force Spirit, from the Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary. And he's looking pretty sharp in his ghost outfit.
Yes. His ghost outfit.
It's pretty cool. The whole scene was pretty cool. Here's Anakin. He's looking pretty sharp.
Yes. When I took the figure out of Anakin, I didn't realize that he kind of has a smile on his face. And Jedi Jill was telling me, she goes, "Oh, well, didn't you hear?" And I was like, "No, what?" And
What?
she began to tell me.
I recently heard, and it was in an interview or somewhere, and it was talking about George Lucas and Hayden Christensen, and it was before George Lucas actually knew what he wanted to do, and he was taking some shots with his outfit on or whatever, and he didn't know what to do, so he was like, he smiled a little bit, and he's like, oh, Hayden's like, if I knew that, if I would have known what George was going to use this for, I would have had a different face. Yeah, and then we have little Yoda.
Yes,
Master Yoda.
Master Yoda.
I can't forget him.
No.
He's pretty cool.
Right.
In this whole scene as well.
Yes.
And it's just like you got those 3 dominant Jedi figures that are now Force spirits.
So right now the price and availability for this 3-pack, the Force Spirits 3-pack, it's a Hasbro exclusive, as we mentioned. So that's the only place you can get it, and they are still available. And I believe we paid what the price was, like $77.98, something like that, is what we paid for the 3-pack. So you can get it at Hasbro Pulse, and I have a link down in the description for that if you want to pick this 3-pack up. And that's a wrap. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons below.
And turn on your notifications button.
That's right. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. It's much appreciated. We'll see you in the next one. I'm Jedi Joy.
I'm Jedi Jill.
May the Force be with you.